Patrick physique.
Yeah, man.
Patrick, tugiye gukoresha ikinyarwanda cyangwa icyongereza?
We'll mix it around.
Turabivanga.
I mean, if you know things about fitness, about bodybuilding, obviously you speak English.
You speak English. All right. So Pat, am I only the one who calls you Pat?
In Rwanda, yes.
In Rwanda?
Yeah.
But in Australia?
Yeah, in Australia, that's pretty much my nickname.
That's your nickname?
Yeah. Australian people don't like saying things the whole way.
Okay.
Everything is shortcut.
So Pat, why are you quiet and peaceful? The whole time ever since I met you, you're a quiet and peaceful person. Is it because were you that when you were a kid, or it's something you developed along the way?
I feel like when I was a kid, I was still quiet, and I was more shy than quiet. And I was shy, and so when I started, even when I grew up, maybe I'm not as shy, but I just I feel like talking. When I talk, I need to have something to say. And if I don't have something to say, I just rather be quiet. Yeah, it's not like I'm disrespecting people. I just like to be quiet. Like for me at least, I like people when they talk to tell me something that benefits me than just talking.
So ni gute utazi ikinyarwanda?
But cheesy.
Urakizi?
Especially now. No, cyaragarutse.
Cyaragarutse. Wabaye mu Rwanda mbere yo kugaruka?
Yeah, like now we mfite Yakinnye. So I didn't know much, and icyo nzi ni mama yakigishe na n'indirimbo z'inyarwanda nyumvaga. So yeah.
What is it like being a father of two boys, going through the boys fight? Do your kids fight?
Yeah, lately they've been fighting lately. Normally they were fine because they were still young. They were like 3, but now they're like almost 3.5, and they just fight.
Just fight.
They fight about stupid things, and yeah.
Ubu ngubu ukora iki? Ni akahe kazi ukora ubu ngubu kagutunze?
Well, muri Australia, with the business here, painting houses, coaching, and kind of to get food at gym. So it's like maybe I'm going to be in Tunze.
Utoza abantu muri gym.
Yeah.
Hari abantu benshi batazi ko hari filime wagiyemo ivuga kuri The Rock. Watubwira kuri iyo filime, ukatubwira ni gute wagiyemo? Wari umuntu character ufitingamo muri iyo role, cyangwa hari umuntu wakujyanye byagenze bite muri make? Iyo filime imeze ite? Ni gute wayigiyemo?
Ntabwo urayibona?
Ntabwo ndayireba.
Ntabwo mfite stand. Yeah, muri iyo filime narindi at first ninja barantoye just as a football player, like NFL football player. Obviously, like narifite body yabo nibiki bantoye because of that. Therefore, when they saw I was good, they upgraded me to a leading character. And then after that, well, my role. After they gave me a role, a big role, and I kuchina and mumjama yitwa something Mali, like Yaridi Nuza. I think it was something. I forgot his name. It was something Mali, which was like Bomali's cousin, which he used to play NFL back in them days when The Rock was playing. And then I was playing his character.
Okay.
Yeah.
Filime iri kuri Netflix cyangwa ni he umuntu yayibona?
It's on Stan.
Stan nayo ni nka Amazon Prime.
Yeah, it's like Netflix but just different company.
Okay. Yeah. Iyo hari ryari iyo filime isohoka hari ryari?
2021 and 2022. Yeah, there was after season 1 and then season 2. Yeah.
Okay. Nk'umuntu w'umugabo uba ugomba kugira inshuti zawe zindi z'abagabo, like you have to have your warriors.
Yeah.
Okay. Abantu benshi abakuzi bazina Bonheur. Bonheur Fitness. Watubwira umubano wawe na Bonheur mwahuye gute and ni muntu ki kuri wowe Bonheur Fitness?
Bonheur is like my brother. So twakuranye ari muri Australia. Yaje ari mutoya. Yaje afite maybe 15 or 14. And then ari 15 cyangwa 16 turamitinga. Anga abweta niwe yarazi bodybuilding more than me at that point. Sasa araza aranyereka natangiye kujya muri gym nanjye. Araza anyereka ibintu byaba Ronnie Coleman. I was like, damn, this guy is big. I was like, yeah, damn, this guy is big. And then I tavuga ibintu bitwa bodybuilding blah blah blah. After tubitangiramo nawe yarimo gutangira iyo minsi yaramaze nka 1 year cyangwa akora.
Bukigiye muhura wari maze igihe ukora cyangwa
namaze 1 year ngo arakinaga nari serious like ngawe.
Okay.
Like where I got what serious agenda buri munsi agenda maybe 4 days 3 days sometimes. So tutangiye gukorana tutangira yo kugenda buri munsi. Like Monday to Saturday tukabona Sunday off. Okay, now for like 2 years twagenda to party and then we go to parties after. So it wasn't that serious. And then 2 years later we took it serious. We started working out together and we became pretty close. Like we're like best friends. Since we're young, we trust each other very well. So he's like family is my family. His kids are my kids are his kids. So he's like we're like pretty much brothers. Yeah.
Njyewe tujyana muri gym ubwa mbere nabonye natunguwe no kuntu ugira relaxinga your weight ufata ibi either ama petit poids cyangwa se dumbbells ukazisubiza mwanya wazo plates ugasiga bar iri empty nta kintu kiri. Icyo ni ikintu ntakunda kubona hano mu Rwanda muri gym. Sinzi niba warabibonye yo muri gym. Sinzi experience yawe ariko icyo kintu nkunda kukibona abantu ntabwo basubiza ibi nabo babikuye. Wowe wabyigize ute icyo kintu wakigiye muri Australia wagiye muri gym barakubwira bati cyangwa ni ahantu bakurikiza amategeko aba yanditse
hariya biba byanditse ko you use your weight relax it. Like you can't just leave it there because that's danger for other people. Because muna yaza kakubitaho akasitara and it's gone. And there are like benches there, so you can, if somebody trips on that, they can break their neck on the next bench. So it's very important to re-rack your weights, use and put it back where you found it. And because if you don't do that, it might cause an injury for someone else.
Okay.
And so that's why the discipline came from just even that simple and thing that they told us to do, because you have to do it. So your mindset already gets adjusted to that. Na kuri gym ngafata any weight, it doesn't matter. No weight na correction ngazibona ziri hariya hasi. I'm taking and put it where it is because I know that's me removing a danger to myself and then danger to other people.
Wow.
Yeah, so great. It's very good discipline and I feel like a lot of people should do it. Because if you don't break your knees or your neck, somebody else is going to do that because you left something down there that shouldn't be there.
So harabandi muri Australia mu gym yaho bibaho ko abantu nabo basiga plates na dumbbells ahantu zitari kuri rack.
Arabajya bikora lakini abo bantu nabo gym nayo ifite abantu babishira babisubizayo na kweri, as I said, it's danger. It's a danger to people. It's a hazard. So instead of a gym catching a fine or something for them to, if somebody get injured there, they're gonna have to pay for that.
So that's something they take really serious.
They take very serious, especially if it's gonna hurt people. They take it very serious.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hanyuma abantu benshi batangira bodybuilding hari impamvu nk'eshatu zituma bayitangira. Either nk'umwana wabaye bullied akiri mutoya, cyangwa se umuntu ushaka ubura ahantu ajya kubera ko either mu rugo bamutesha umutwe yajya muri gym akabona n'ahantu yisanga, cyangwa se undi muntu ushaka kugira ngo abakobwa bamukunde. Wowe kugira ngo utangire bodybuilding ni iki cyabiteye? What was the trigger?
At first nabonaga I was too skinny. I did not like my body.
Have you ever faced bully back in the day when you were young?
When I was in school, yeah. Like, but it wasn't as much.
Okay.
Like, people would tell me I'm skinny. And man, people used to tell me that I was so skinny that if it rains, I'll be playing hide and seek with the rain. I'll be like, I was like, damn, that's painful, man.
Okay.
I was like, damn, what do you think I am, a toothpick? And then, yeah, from there, I just like, oh, okay. So I started doing gym. At first, I started because of soccer. I was playing soccer. And then after that, it got in my head. I was like, okay, I need to put more size on. And I started going more and learning things about it, about fitness and everything. And then I just fell in love with it. And then I just went from there.
Hanyuma ubungubu kugeza ubu urakompeta ntabwo ukora fitness bodybuilding nk'umuntu nyine ubikora biraho utoza abantu ukitabira n'amarushanwa. Hanyuma nagira ngo utubwire ni gute bimera bite kujya kuri stage bwa mbere ugiye kurushana, uraduturuka prep bimeze ite, backstage no kujya kuri stage. Dutangiye kuri prep bimeze ite ari ubwa mbere ugiye ku
prep is hard because it requires a lot of discipline.
Okay.
Like you cannot cheat on your meals. Ibyo wakoze coach yakwandikiye every single day for the next 3 months. But ngitangira, I had a very fast metabolism, so my prep was 4 weeks.
4 weeks.
Yeah, it was 4 weeks.
Who does that?
People don't believe that every time I say it. Like for the last competition I did was the only competition I did for 2.5 month prep.
That's
the longest prep I ever done
12
before.
weeks?
Yeah, 8 to 12. No, 12. Yeah, 12 to 13 weeks. Like, yeah, the longest prep, that was it. And you could see the difference compared to the last preps. But the other ones were so short. They're like the longest I did was 6 weeks.
Okay.
Yeah, but
so
it's
that's
tough.
prep.
It's very tough. Eating, especially the eating part. Eating the same thing, boring thing every single day. It's tough. You have to have a lot of discipline for it. Like, especially if you have such a limited time to prep. Like, you eat terrible food. You'll be living on grass, like on salads and meat and chicken for like at least a few weeks. And a little bit of carbs, which is like a little bit of rice. Yeah.
So you need prep. Hanyuma kuri backstage. Iyo uri backstage uri abantu mugiye kurushanwa ushobora kureba ukavuga uti uyaraza kuba wa mbere ndabuha kabiri, ushobora gukora prediction ugahita ubona uri bube.
Yeah, you can do that, but at the same time you're not the judge. Like, you could say, oh yeah, easy win, and you'd be like second or third. But Yakinnye, like even like the last comp I did, I thought I was gonna win. I thought I was gonna win, and I ended up 4th place. Like, it's just hard to tell, especially backstage. You see people, you're like, oh, okay, I'm good. Like, I got this and everything, but then you don't know what the judge is looking for. Now, go the judge maybe you might be lacking some part that you're not seeing. The judge will see it. Like, for me, it was my upper chest and my rear delts. That's what the feedback I got.
Nizo weak points is that?
That's my weak points, yeah.
Okay.
And that I'm improving at that at the moment. And so that was my weak, but that's what made me go 4th place, because there was other people who looked have fuller chest than me and bigger real delts. Yeah, so otherwise the judge said I was pretty good.
Okay, hanyuma kuri stage ni gute umuntu lighting urumuri ruba ruriho, urabizi muri bodybuilding akantu gato kubira icyuya bishobora guhindura placing, lighting kutamenya udiringa gute n'ibyo bintu n'urumuri no kutabira icyuya ni gute udiringa nabyo kugira ngo
biriya biza muri prep uri muri prep
gusa stage ntabwo ubuze ukuntu light iri bumeze.
Yeah, sometimes it's tough, like it's very hot. So you make sure you remove as much water from your body as you can, so that you don't sweat as much. They're holding a lot of water. So when you hold a lot of water, what's going to happen when the light hits you? You start sweating.
Ku bantu batazi ibyo guholding amazi, sobanura ni iki gituma umuntu holding amazi, ni iki umuntu akora kugira ngo to get rid of water?
To get rid of water, Arizona. You go into the sauna. ukuntu biri the whole time namazi urimo getting rid of. That's why when you go to the corner, when you go to the sauna, the next day you look better because you lost a lot of water on you. And eating salt will hold water. When you eat a lot of salt, you hold water. When there's a lot of food that you eat, that you just hold water. And to get rid of that, you have to go to saunas a lot. And some people use medications to get rid of it. Some people you just rather go to a sauna or run a lot, sweat a lot. They want to sweat a lot, so some people wrap and what it was in that wrapping
waist
paper.
Trainer.
No, not waist trainer. There's those cooking things that you wrap food with.
Oh, that's aluminum foil. No, that's not
the clear wrap.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, you wrap that around your body.
Okay.
You sweat because it gets you hot. Yeah, you sweat and then it gets rid of the water. Yeah, so you have to watch what you eat because what you eat is what's going to make you hold water.
Okay.
And so when you're on stage, it gets hot. People will sweat, no matter what. People will sweat, but it reduces the amount of sweat you have. You look a bit drier. That's why a lot of people look very dry because they don't have any water in their system. Because they have a little bit there when you sweat, but when you sweat, you only be maybe your face a little bit. But once you start sweating through your body, that's a lot of points you lose.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Wigeze kumbwira ukuntu ku prep iminsi ya nyuma ya prep ibiri very stressful, uba wumva urakaye, uba wumva ufite umunabi. Bigenda bite udiringa nabyo gute? Ni gute nyine?
Yeah, you have to be very.
Urumva ubana n'abana, ufite abana, udiringa nabyo.
You have to be very emotionally controlled.
Okay.
You have to control yourself emotionally because when people get hungry, you can never see someone happy. When you're hungry, bruh, you get angry.
Angry.
Yeah, it's hungry. Not you get. Every time I'm hungry, I get angry. My stomach starts hurting. Everything just goes to I can't stop thinking about anything else than my stomach. And people will just say something and you just get pissed off. The fitness that a man is tough. You just get angry so quick. People, when you're prepping, you barely have enough food in your body, and if you don't give your body enough food, it start messing with your mind. So you have to know when you're angry and when you're hungry. There's two different things. You have to control your emotions because your hormones are not the same. Everything affects you differently because you're not getting enough nutrition. So for that little 12 to 13 weeks, there's a lot of mind game that you have to make sure that you're very disciplined when it comes to your mental health. Okay. So it's all about just controlling yourself and knowing when you get angry for no reason and when you don't get angry when you get angry for a reason. Yeah.
Okay. So what is your ultimate goal towards bodybuilding?
My ultimate goal is first I wanna get my pro card in IFBB. And then from there on, I want to compete in the Olympia. But that is, I just want to I want to make sure I'm the person who goes to Olympia and put my country first in there. Because there's no one single Rwandese person in the Olympia.
Okay, so you think you will be the first Rwandese bodybuilder, let's say just Rwandese, to ever step on an Olympia stage?
Yeah.
Okay.
Which, that's representing my country.
Wow.
Which brings more tourism and more business to Rwanda.
Okay.
Which I'm fine with that because that's what our goal, at least my goal, me and Bonaire, that's our goal. Biggest goal is to bring that to Rwanda.
Great.
That's our biggest goal, to make sure that we do our best to have opportunities come to Rwanda and our people, the boys.
So you will be among the gorilla namers, maybe in a few years.
To be honest, yeah, I want to do that.
You want to be among
in the next
namers?
few years? I want to be one of the guys that named the gorillas. That is one thing. That's another goal that I have.
Okay.
But I'm not in a rush for that. So, I want to deserve being there.
You don't want to just.
I just want to be. Even now, they could invite me now but what have I done?
You're Patrick physique.
Yeah, no, that's not enough.
Okay.
I need to do something that improves people's life for me to
Alright.
actually be. I think that's an honor. Like to name a gorilla,
It's an honor.
it's an honor, and you need to deserve to do that.
You have
like,
to do something.
Yeah, and I can't just be like, yeah, just because I'm Patrick physique, I need to name something. Nobody cares about that. At least I don't. I need to earn everything I'm doing. I need to earn it. Like if I'm gonna name a gorilla, and I will do it knowing that I earned it. Yeah.
Twakomeje kuvuga icyongereza, reka tuvuge no mu kinyarwanda, right? Nk'umutoza, ku batabizi, Patrick, it's only in bodybuilding where your coach has a coach who has a coach.
Yeah.
You know that, right?
Yeah.
It's only in bodybuilding. So you have a coach, and you yourself you are a coach.
Yeah.
Ni gute umenya umubiri w'umuntu uri gutoza? You know abantu bagira imibiri itandukanye ibyo bidugutwara igihe kingana gute, ni easy, which strategy do you use?
Okay. First kumenya umubiri w'umuntu, we spending a time together. You murakorana, and then you start adjusting their meals, and you see how their body reacts to it. So the more food you put in, you see how their body reacts to more food, and then you take away food to see how their body reacts to that. Mukakino yo kumenya body yawe, you inclined to fit. From there on, you have maybe now 4 months of just kureba tu mukiri ibyo byinshi mukagabana ibiki ma supplement byose ukabona uko reacting ku body ye. So and then from there you already know what works and what doesn't work for this person.
Okay.
Yeah, and then ukagenda ukamkorera specific meal plan, na specific training program, ukaimuha, and every single week check in. Every Sunday check in. Muri Sunday mukareba ukabona it's improving cyangwa nagarimo ko improvinga nimba atarimo ko improvinga ukareba ukuntu niki yakoze wrong cyangwa niki wamuhaye wrong cyangwa ukakuramo akantu cyangwa ukongezamo akantu. Yeah, that's how we learn about people's bodies.
Yes. Twavuze ku batoza, nawe uri umutoza, kandi nawe ufite umutoza. Hanyuma mbwira abatoza batatu wemera muri bodybuilding.
So I want to mera like past baritarinze avuga Ronnie Coleman
As a coach?
As a coach?
Bodybuilding
oh
coach.
Sorry, as a coach. Okay, as a coach I would say Honey Rambert,
Honey,
Charles Glass, and Brandon Ray ni coach wanje. And they're pretty good. Those people know their things. They know how everything works.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hanyuma mu ba bodybuilder hano mu Rwanda, uhamaze iminsi, harabo wabonye, harabona kuri social media, ni bande bagukuruye ukareba bodybuilder ni beza hano mu Rwanda? Mbwiramo batatu. Hano
mu Rwanda dufite Simba.
Shoeboy,
yeah. That guy is,
shout out to Shoeboy.
Yeah, that guy's body is good. Like I feel like he has a lot of potential.
Wow.
And then there is that short guy. What's his name?
Issa.
Yes, Issa. Issa.
Everybody likes Issa.
Issa is
he got a great.
Yeah, Issa has a nice physique. Hopefully, I'll meet him soon. And what's his name? There was this other guy, the one I told you about earlier.
Miguel. You told me about it.
Yeah, that guy is like, he has a nice body.
Physique.
Like, he has a nice physique. And they have, those three people have a lot of potential. I'm sure there's more. Arawan Nabonye. Nokotu na Tibuka in Sinantiago. Like, there is a few bodybuilders in Rwanda that have a lot of potential.
Okay. Hanyuma mu hanze ngira reka dutangire muri men's physique. Ngira aba bodybuilder batatu muri men's physique wemera.
Men's physique navuga, for me personally, I think I want to look like my body's achievements. Sanga Brandon Hendrickson.
Okay.
That's like the physique I could catch up with. Neo Mukundira, and we weren't comparing against. And then there is Ebanks, current Mr. Olympia, and then there is Ryan Terry. I feel like that Ryan Terry is the actual men's physique
Specimen.
yeah. If men's physique, if I was a judge and I was to give men's physique title to someone, I would give it to Ryan Terry.
Correct.
Because that's like actual men's physique.
Good.
It's not too big. It's something attainable, like by anybody.
Alright.
Yeah.
hanyuma muri let's talk overall muri bodybuilding mu hejuru muri class ya men's open
Yeah.
mbwira batanu wemera
Batanu.
yaba abariho ubu ngubu n'aba retired.
Oh, okay. Navuga Ronnie Coleman. Ronnie Coleman.
Number 1.
Number 1, Arnold.
Number 2.
Arnold Schwarzenegger. And number 2. And number 3 will be Sergio Oliver.
Yes.
Sergio Oliver. And then now there will be Brandon Carey. That guy. Keon
Pearson.
Yeah.
Shout out to Keon.
Yeah. And then there's this other new guy. That guy's built.
Who? Andrew Jack?
Oh yes. And Jack. Yeah.
wigeze kumbwira muri Australia umu bodybuilder uzwi cyane ni Colin Van Marco.
Yeah.
Byamugendekeye bite nitukimwumva hariho abantu bataza amakuru ye. Wigeze uhura nawe tubwire nk'umuntu wahuye nawe byamugendekeye gute?
Colin, I think that way it's hard because as a social media influencer, and since from a young age, like it's hard when you fall. Like you take it very personal. Like as a person who people look up to, and you influence a lot of people, millions of people. And he had an injury. When he had an injury, I feel like everything went to shit. Like everything went terrible. His mental thing, he couldn't handle it. And then he started using drugs. He got into drugs, got mixed up with the wrong people. And then it was just another injury happened. And he just lost it from there. The guy was trying to commit suicide. And it took a lot for him to come back, to be honest.
Jesus.
Like there was a lot happening for him, and for some time he disappeared because he was dealing with a lot.
Uheruka kumubona ryari?
2021 cyangwa 2022.
Icyo gihe mwari he?
Now in Melbourne for a show. I went to support some of my friends in Melbourne for a show. Went our teacher, and he was not okay.
Okay.
He was sitting next to me, and I was like, "This guy's not okay."
Wow.
I was like, "This guy, like, he was high too. He was very high. I could tell. I was like, he was like very high. I was like, damn." And then literally a few weeks later, the guy jumped off a building.
Jeez.
I was like, that's crazy. Like you could tell there was something happening with him. He lost a lot of size. He just wasn't as focused as his career as he was before. And then I could tell there was something wrong with him. And then a few weeks later, he just jumped off a building and ended up in a hospital, trying to commit suicide. But now he's back. He's back on trying to get to the way he was. And if you see him like he's in a better place, I haven't seen him since. Like in standing out, recovering and he's working on himself better.
Wow.
Yeah.
Imana imufashe.
Yeah, for sure.
Turabura ibyumweru 7 kugira ngo habe Olympia. Olympia ni ryo rushanwa rya mbere rikomeye muri bodybuilding.
Yeah.
Wambwira your prediction muri men's physique. Ukambwira batanu ubona bazaritwara bafite potential no muri men's open. Cyane ko Big Ramy 2 times Olympia champion yavuze ko atazakompeta. Ubwo tubwire abantu muri men's physique.
Muri opens is hard. Kana kwanzia abantu benshi muri open. At least muri Olympia. Lakini ndakatuvuga abandi. And muri men's physique navuga Ibank yatwara tena naza muri shape. Yatwara nabonye na Brandon Hendrickson arimo kushaka kuza akafata ya kane. Akafata Music Cup ya kane. And so it'll be a hard competition. So there'll be between Ebanks and Brandon. And then Ryan Terry will be in there.
Third
third around. So it'll be like, not in any particular orders, but I would say Banks, Brendan, Ryan Terry, and then there is. Damn, what's that guy's name?
Charger.
Yeah, Charger. They will definitely be in there. I think Potvin.
Jeremy Potvin.
I think he might go. I'm not sure if he's still competing. He was planning to compete in Classic, but I'm not sure if he's still doing it. But if he's still doing it in physique, he might be in there somewhere. Bondia, I think is Bondia, not this year.
He's coming, bro.
Is he?
Yeah.
This year?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. He's gonna be definitely in the top 5 for sure, but he's not gonna win. Yeah, he's gonna be in top 5, but he's not gonna win.
He's a friend of Bo. He's a friend of your friend.
Yeah. He was his coach at some point too.
Okay.
Before we came to Rwanda.
And what do you think of Corey Morris?
Corey Morris, I think he might be up there in the Olympias.
Okay.
He'll be up there in the Olympias. He has some pretty good physique.
Now,
they all have to come in shape. To be honest, I can predict anything, but if they don't come in shape, there's somebody else gonna win.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hanyuma mbwira abapoza abantu bapozinga neza batatu muri men's physique.
Navuga personally navuga Brandon Hendrickson kwa murebye ndibona.
Okay.
And then but tall category there is Raymond and there is like Banks and I think they're like top 3 best poses of men's physique.
That's top 3.
Even Jeremy Bondia.
Jeremy.
He poses pretty good in order to show his strong points. And yeah.
Okay. Dusoza. Uri umupapa w'abana batatu. Ufite abahungu babiri impanga n'umukobwa umwe. Kandi abana cyane cyane nk'abahungu barebera kuri ba papa wabo babigiraho ibintu byinshi.
Yeah.
Kandi uri mu bodybuilder. Ubona abana babikunda? Abana bawe.
Yeah, abana banjye babikunda, especially umukobwa.
Umukobwa?
Yeah, abikunda cyane.
Okay.
And she actually does gymnastic. Akora gymnastic kind of, and she's very motivated. Like she's like at the same time like now when I go, she doesn't like losing.
Okay.
Like even in the gymnastics, she always has to be number 1. Like, which I like that to a point. Cause it's like everything she just wants to win. She doesn't like losing. So amarushanwa yose aryamo bashaka winning, and then when she loses, she gets upset. I'm like, it's okay, that's part of life. Like it's part of life to lose. Sometimes you can't win everything. So wongo arabikunda cyane kandi tujyana no muri gym sometimes. Ninga akakora kuto exercise. Obviously nago more heavyweight, more 1 kg. Akakora. And it's good. I like that she's disciplined. Quite especially as a fitness. Utanje fitness uri muto. You get disciplined very quick. Like your whole life you'll be disciplined.
You get a coachability.
Exactly.
Which is
yeah.
very important.
Accountability and discipline. That's which is the most important thing you can have.
Yeah.
Because that means you care about yourself and you take a responsibility for everything you do, which is good. Which I like teaching them that. And abahungu barachari batoya lakini nao bakunda. They like to flex.
Bakunda kurwana.
They like to flex. Bagwanira ibintu byose babonye. Mostly toys.
Okay.
But yeah, they're still young and they're only 3 years old. So, but they feel like girls are smart. At 3 years old, she knew a lot. But yeah.
Nihagira umwana wawe ushaka kuba bodybuilder ku rwego rw'aba professional. Byagushimisha ni ibintu wamufasha cyangwa you be like
umukobwa no.
Umukobwa ntabwo wabyemera.
No, it depends what kind of category she want to get into.
Let's say men's fitness, women's fitness.
No.
Or
bikini,
women's figure.
Figure is still too big and very unhealthy. Bikini, navuga yes.
Ariko kurenga kuri bikini no.
Kurenga kuri bikini definitely not.
Okay. Abahungu
wao wakora ibyo bashaka. Because imagine like umukobwa no man. No, hell no. Like umuhungu ari munini, people love it.
Okay.
Like, and it doesn't affect him. But as a girl, and you like this, bro, you lose a lot of. There's a lot of chances that you don't come through easy, that easy.
Okay.
Like, so it's easy to have a boy that is a bodybuilder than a girl. Like umukobwa akoze gymnastic, I can fall in love with that. I don't mind because it doesn't involve her being like jacked.
Okay.
She can be very fit and like muscly, but not too muscly. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah.
Yeah, no.
Yeah. So I'd rather the boys take over the bodybuilding, but at the same time, if they don't, it's cool. Like they have their own life to live, and so if they take over, yeah. If they don't, either way, if the girl decides to do that, I can't say anything. I have to support her, but I'd rather her not do it. If she does bikini, I'll be happy. But if she does any more than that, I'd rather her not do it. But
That's a no-no.
I can't stop her.
Okay.
As a parent, you just have to be there support.
Hanyuma dusoja wari umaze igihe kinini utaba mu Rwanda, uheruka mu Rwanda ufite imyaka 4, ubu ngubu uri umupapa w'abana 3. Niki watembera amagym hano, wa meeting za bodybuilder, waje muri Potenza gym, wagiye mu yandi magym atandukanye, urabona hano bodybuilding y'u Rwanda iracyari hasi, to be honest. Niki wabwira bodybuilder bo mu Rwanda nyuma y'ibyo wabonye byose, nihe message wabagenera none tugata dusoza?
Message nabagenera tu ni ku focusing on ibyo barimo gukora and have a discipline of eating the right thing and training properly. And I'm a gym yo. Yeah, ntabwo ari meza cyane, lakini you can get creative. Like if you watch a lot of YouTube, muzajya mureba ama YouTube menshi if you can, when you can, and mwige ukuntu abantu bagetinge creative, uka building a body uri creative. Kubera na byuma byinshi mufite hano na machine menshi mufite, so you have to get creative. Like since I've been here, all I've been doing is getting creative because I don't have much equipment. There's good gyms, but I know some people can't afford. So nukukomeza tu kaba creative ukuntu building a muscle yawe na ijyana na bodybuilding. Kubera kujyana urimo kubaka umubiri ntabwo ari kuliftinga gusa. Ndabona hano all they care about is chest and arms. Which is not really how bodybuilding works. Bodybuilding ni kubaka structure. You're building an artwork. Everything needs to be like everything needs to be 3D. Like you need to show every single part of your body. So kwiga bakagenda ukareba kuma YouTube hari abantu benshi bafite and like videos explaining how to do this, nanjye ndazifite nawe urazifite. Like yeah, so you go watch and learn kandi abantu ba hano. And one more thing nabonye, and coaches, I'm gonna have a coach. I would say personal trainers.
Okay.
Even that they are under that. Wow. But they need to actually teach people the right things, because if people don't say the right things, when it comes to supplement, they're wrong. Everything they're preaching is just nonsense. Like people take creatine and say there's this fat burner. How the fuck is a creatine fat burner? and then I'm like, that's crazy that you give out that information not knowing what you're doing, and you give it out to people. That you can't be doing that, because your clients will be taking something thinking it's going to do something, but it's not doing the same thing that you're talking about. And first, that's how you lose clients. Second, misinformation. They could sue you for that if they knew what they were doing. Like, so that's one thing I want to say, like as a PT or whatever you call, like please get your information right, because at the same time you're representing the fitness industry, and that's a problem. Like you end up digging a hole for yourself. So yeah.
Dusoza by one pose at least, front double biceps. That's Patrick right here.
Chill.
Yes.